I'm Penny Brandt. I'm the Artistic Director of the Women Composers Festival of Hartford. The overall theme of the festival at all times is promoting the music of women and people who identify as women. So that's always what we're about. And this year we just decided to take more of a political stance with that. We have one concert that's focused on women's suffrage as a historical idea, and the music presented at that concert will be music written in the early 1900s, specifically by Ethel Smythe. Ethel Smythe, who is a composer who famously wrote an anthem for the women's suffrage movement and also associated with women suffragists. We see that as being kind of our historical concerts are always presented as role models for people who are composing now, and so we try to come up with something that will inspire people to think about what kinds of things they put into their work. Our scholars, graduate students, and professors who work in music, either as performers or as music professors, they come to present their latest research, and some of that is on women composers that people haven't heard of. They come and present their music just to, teach us about who these people are and show us some of the music. And then some of it is really deeply analytical. People will talk about living composers like Caroline Shaw or Jennifer Higdon that people are more familiar with, and talk about what's going on technically in their music and these kinds of things. This year we decided to give ourselves a little bit of a break, so instead of doing 12 hours without stopping, we're doing 5 sections over the course of 12 hours on Saturday. So some of the music is experimental, electronics, written for very unusual kinds of instrumentations. Some of the music is very traditional, not much music by women that is readily available and easy to perform. And that sort of stands in opposition to organizations, like the Met Opera, that has done one piece by a woman in the last 100 years, right? So we want to prove that there's so much music, you could do music for an entire concert season, and people are choosing not to do any.
Hi, my name is Nilu, and I'm a composer.
We have a composer named Nailu who is coming to present a piece called Syria, a Fractal of We. That is a piece that she wrote about Syrian refugees. Ended up commissioning a piece from her in response to the Trump ban. She's accumulated a text of messages she received on that day from her friends who were trapped in airports or realized they weren't going to be able to come do their work in this country. We have 3 youth choirs, the Springfield Children's Chorus, the Connecticut Children's Chorus that Gabrielle Lafont conducts, and we have the St. Women's Choir. We sent out a score call asking people around the world to submit pieces that they had composed for Children's Chorus, and we chose, our judges chose the best pieces, and so those will be presented on Sunday. That's a really good question. One of the reasons is that much like in STEM and science industries, we just don't have that many women studying composition and working as composers. We're trying to highlight the efforts of women, but we're also trying to educate audiences that music is this living, growing, breathing thing, that classical music is not dead, it's still being written. There are these really rich experiences that we can have here in Hartford to go see these incredible things that are being composed all around the world. That's what we want to provide to the community. We're the only festival that does this in the whole world that has an annual festival completely dedicated to the works of women. Come to the Women Composers Festival. I promise you'll enjoy it.